So, Mrs. Jacoby, just a short interview together to introduce you to the Haileybury community. Mrs. Jacoby is the wife of Mr. Jacoby, our deputy head academic, and Mr. and Mrs. Jacoby have come from London and bring many new skills to Haileybury Almaty. Some of these are with sustainability and climate change, which is your new role. And I wondered if you could share with us a little bit more about what you think that will cover.
Yeah, I worked in London in the UK, and for almost 20 years ran a not-for-profit organisation teaching very, very hands-on about sustainability. So now I'm very excited about my new role as the sustainability coordinator here at Haileybury.
That's absolutely brilliant. One of the things I think would be really interesting just to talk about together and share with our community is what is covered by sustainability? What's the 60-second elevator pitch?
You know, that's actually a really good question, especially given how often we now say the word sustainability. The way I always look at it, I look at the stem of the word sustain. It primarily concerns the relationships we have with each other, how to sustain now our lifestyles individually, communally, globally, without harming the same right for future generations. I think it also connects how we understand our position within the natural world and how to keep a healthy balance between all the activities we do as humans with everyone, everything else living, growing and existing in our world.
So it's a very broad definition of being able to have sustainability for the future in all things, relationships, environment, economy. So it's the whole thing.
Absolutely. I think a really good way to understand the whole concept of sustainability is the 17 Sustainable Development Goals.
Tell us a bit more about these, because many of us will have heard of them, not everybody though.
Absolutely. They're basically like an action plan, like a program which has been decided on by almost 200 heads of state at the United Nations in 2015.
So I think on our Sustainable Development Goals, we can own these as a school. We can work through what they mean for us as people in Almaty, as families, as children, as staff, and as a school. And we're going to say more about these as we go through the term. What events or initiatives that are coming up at the moment might we be able to learn about this year?
Well, literally every month there is an exciting global event going on, which Haileybury pupils could link up with pupils all over the world. We obviously will keep the community updated about that, but I give one example which is coming up just end of September, last week of September, which is the so-called Global Week to Act for the SDGs. It's coinciding with the 75th General Assembly of the UN, and pupils could just look it up and do a 1-minute survey to make themselves heard and let those almost 200 leaders know what they think of the world and how to make it better.
So I think just as an opening summary, we're going to make initiatives for every child, the youngest at reception, all the way up to our sixth form, year 13, for parents who can be involved and for staff. That's our aim.
Absolutely, and we've got some exciting stuff already planned for the autumn term. And lastly, a big shout out to any pupil who wants to join the Eco Committee. They should really get in touch with our new Eco School coordinator, Ms. Nayland.
Great, so that's very helpful, Mrs. Jacoby. Just to summarise, everybody can be involved, the youngest pupils, reception, all the way through to our oldest pupils in year 13, hopefully also our parents and also our staff.
Absolutely, looking forward to an exciting new year.